if somebody's intrigued or they want to know more, where would you point them to read to?
Good.
Yeah.
So, great resources. I think a lot of questions about Christianity have to do with the resurrection.
Okay.
There are good resources. One that's kind of a key, authored Josh McDowell.
Yep.
A book I read back in the 80s, mid-80s, The Resurrection Factor.
Okay.
Probably his best known writing, Evidence That Demands a Verdict.
Okay. Yeah.
He was an atheist who began to research and was so compelled, he continued to do his research and ultimately came to a place where he had no option but to believe what he had researched. And so he became a Christ follower. And so Evidence That Demands a Verdict had an original, then it was More Evidence That Demanded a Verdict, 2-volume set, and then his most recent, he just put, I don't know when he did this, but they made it a single volume, and I think it's called More Evidence That Demands a Verdict.
Okay.
So excellent book, thick book, but in there's information on a number of things, even how the Bible was compiled and why it is these 66 books contained and called the Word of God. And so from manuscripts and so forth. So he goes through just detail, which are a lot of questions that, searching, whether young people, old people, wherever you are, across all races, they want to know, and they want answers. And I believe that there are very good answers to the majority of the questions. There are some questions that there just aren't answers for. Most of those are why, the why questions. But it's so those two good resources. If questions like evolution versus creation, young Earth or young universe, old universe, those kinds of things, a lot of science information out there. I would turn people to the Institute for Creation Research, ICR.
Okay.
I think it's icr.org. Dr. Henry Morris, not related to me, even though my last name is Morris, not related, who has now gone, who has passed, and his son, John Henry, all scientists. And they have a plethora of information, science, that is empirical science, and fascinating resources for inquiring minds that would want to know more about kind of how does, how is the Bible historically accurate, and those kinds of things. So those would be good resources. And there are a number of others. I would recommend a book, Darwin's Black Box. When Michael Behe wrote that book, he was, I think, the associate professor at a university back east somewhere. Anyway, and then so great resources, and both for even for the philosophical minded persons. If you like debates on that kind of stuff, I would recommend William Lane Craig. You can do a Google search, and those they're making philosophical, logical argumentation for whether it's the existence of God or why is there objective morality in the universe, and so helpful resources.
Awesome. I've been hearing you.
I got one more.
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, you're fine. That's great.
Lee Strobel, Case for Christ, excellent read. Again, atheist, attorney, evaluating the evidence thoroughly. Like an attorney would trying to prosecute,
Yeah.
can't, comes to Christ.
Yeah.
Faith in Christianity, Christian faith, and is now writing books to help others' questions be answered. So, great. Lee Strobel.
Cool. Thank you.